7 Common Android battery problems and how to fix them. There are lots of ways your phone's battery can let you down. Android phone battery issues can make daily phone use almost unbearable. But, if you've recently bought a phone and you're already running into problems, it's time to find solutions. 1. Charging too slowly. When an Android phone is charging too slowly, it's often a problem with the cable, adapter, or USB port on the phone. In particular, if your phone supports fast charging, make sure your charger outputs power at the same or a higher level than your phone requires. 2. Charging slower than expected. You might have a phone with fast charging, but aren't getting the charging speeds you expect. If you've already checked the adapter, cable, and USB port, it might be a different issue entirely. 3. Discharging too quickly. While heavy use can quickly drain a phone's battery, you might be experiencing a battery discharging too quickly out of nowhere. If you're using your phone normally and have adaptive battery enabled, but the battery is dropping faster than usual, there are a few things you can try to fix it. The first thing you'll want to do is check your Android's battery usage. This will show the apps you use and how much battery they use, placing the heaviest users at the top. Tap on any of the apps in the battery usage section and tap Force Stop to temporarily disable them. Additionally, you can set the app state to optimized or restricted to reduce an app's battery usage while the phone is idle. You can also adjust a few relevant settings to slow down your Android's rate of discharge. 2 settings that can help include adaptive brightness and battery saver. To activate adaptive brightness, open Settings, Display and toggle adaptive brightness on. To enable battery saver, head to Settings, Battery Saver and toggle Use battery saver on. 4. Losing charge when idle. Your phone might be losing more charge than expected while it's idle. This puts you in a tough spot and forces you to keep tabs on its percentage throughout the day. The average battery usage for modern smartphones while idle is between 0.5% and 1.5% per hour. If you're seeing a loss of more than 3% per hour, then you might need to try a few fixes. To turn it on, open Settings, Network and Internet and toggle on airplane mode. 5. Android battery swelling. If your phone battery is swelling or already swollen, you should stop using it immediately. It's a good idea to leave the phone somewhere away from people and flammable objects and let the charge run down. Next, you should contact a repair shop or the phone's manufacturer to replace the battery. 6. Losing battery capacity over time. Over time, smartphones lose some of their battery capacity. While this is normal, you can slow the process down by only charging to certain battery percentages. The most wear happens on your battery when it's empty or full. 7. Overheating. Android battery overheating issues are relatively common and are often a bit complicated to solve. The first step is to determine the cause. It might be caused by apps running in the background, a game demanding too many resources, a poorly optimized app, or issues while charging. Overheating while gaming. There are a few things you can try if your phone is overheating while gaming. In most cases, you'll have to change the visual settings in the game so that it uses less power. Overheating in normal apps. Poorly optimized apps, and some running in the background, can cause overheating. If an app is poorly optimized, you might have to just uninstall it. Otherwise, you can limit how some apps behave while in the background. Overheating while charging. Phones tend to overheat while charging due to a faulty cable, port, or adapter. Consider replacing the cable and adapter, and cleaning the USB port. If that doesn't work, you can also try charging your Android phone while it's powered off, or at the very least, don't use your phone when it's charging. Fixing Android battery issues. If you're struggling with Android battery problems, you don't have to fret. There are a few solutions for each issue. Whether your phone is charging slower than expected, or discharging too quickly, there are tweaks you can try. You might not be running into any Android battery or charging issues. If that's the case, but you're still curious about your phone's battery health, you can learn how to check the battery health on your Android phone.